Hello friends, how are you doing? Day 132. It is a beautiful Monday evening. It's about a little bit after 7 p.m. in Vancouver. And I'm just going for a short walk, get a little bit of exercise before I head back for a meeting in an hour. But I just want to share a little bit about a clip that I had saw of a movie. It's kind of a synopsis, a 10-minute clip, but it basically told the story, or much of it, I believe. And so in this clip, this movie, I don't know what it's called, but apparently it was also an episode of the Twilight Zone or something similar. But anyways, this this lady was offered an opportunity. So this man comes to her house and asks to come in and gives her an opportunity, basically. He asks, he shows her a box with a button on top. He opens the dome lid and says, okay, I have a proposition for you. If you press the button, two things will happen. Number one, someone you don't know will die, will be killed. And the second thing, and he grabs a briefcase, opens it up, and says, the second thing that will happen is you will be paid $1 million. And then he says, you have 24 hours to decide, but once you press the button, that is your decision. And so he leaves, and she discusses it with her husband, and he opens up the box to see if there's any triggers or what have you, to see even if they did press the button, would anyone know? And so they play around with it. They talk to each other. They're like, do we do it? And my question to you, friends, is what would you do? Obviously, that's a moral dilemma. But, in this day and age, especially in Vancouver, $1 million is can't even get your house. So let's bump it up. Let's say 5, let's say even 10 million. If you were given that opportunity, what would you do? And whatever you choose, that's up to you. I don't know if you ever thought about that, right? But it was a post, so I decided to read some of the messages that people put. So if you have any thoughts, definitely please put it in the messages. But some of the posts that people were messaging or saying about that was some people I would have. Kind of go back. So if they decide to press the button, someone gets killed, and then the box will be reset, and then the same opportunity will be given to somebody else that they do not know. And so some people in the comment section, something I would press the button in a second. And they would just justify it, saying, well, I don't know the person. So, and then others would say, well, people die every day anyways. And then others would be like, no, I couldn't kill someone. I couldn't live with the guilt of just knowing that I contributed to somebody's death. And, unless you know your core values and what's really important to you, I believe many people would actually press the button. Who knows? But and then after that, so what actually happened in the film was that she decided to press the button. And so the next day, the man came back, grabbed his box, gave her the $1 million in the briefcase, and said to her, here you go. Now I will reset the box and give it to somebody else. And she was like, are you so someone is going to be killed? And he's like, yes. And you're going to reset this? He's like, yes. And then he said to her, and don't worry, I'll be sure to give the box to somebody that you don't know. And then the couple, they looked at each other, and then they just thought about it, and they're just like, it's not worth it. So they ran out and said, hey, take your money back, take the briefcase. We don't want your money. We don't want to actually go through with this. And he says, well, it's too late. You already pressed the button. And then at the end of the clip, police and ambulance comes to a house because there was a shot. And then an old lady said, the police asked, what happened? The lady said, some man, he came and he killed somebody and grabbed the briefcase and ran out. And so, I don't know about you, it's an easy decision for me. If it's not an easy decision for you, then I would just ask yourself, why is that not an easy decision for you? And maybe it's important to take some time to think about that. Do you believe in, let's say, karma, right? And so just in case you didn't actually get the inference, the next person who actually presses the button, he would actually come back and kill the couple that had just pressed the button before. And so and it's basically it's a loop, right? It's a circle that once you're in, you're stuck and you're going to have to pay the consequences. And so what number is a human life worth trading for? I think I know for myself, I believe every human life is is important. No one's worth more than another. We're all different gifts. We're all unique. Just think about it. If anybody is lost, say hiking in the mountains somewhere, if we know that somebody's missing and they were hiking in a certain area, what do? We send out a search and rescue team. Do we care if it's a man or woman? Do you care if they're old or young? Do you care about the religion? The answer is no. All we care is that it is a human life and that they are important. And so that's just something I just want to share with you guys. It might be a little deep, but my hope is for you to just think about some of these things, right? What's important to you? And I get maybe some of you maybe grew up in situations where you didn't have a lot of support or family or friends or experiences where you don't feel connected to other human beings. I get that. But at the end of the day, my friends, we are all connected. And so I just want to kind of put that out there for today's live and just say that I love you and hope that you're having a phenomenal start to your week. And I'm very grateful for this next week or so of sun. Okay, I'll talk to you soon, my friends. Bye.